Super Nintendo is my childhood console. I have so many fond memories of playing Super Mario World and A Link to the Past. I love this console so much, and I know that nobody would defile this console's legacy with bootleg crap, son of a bitch! Okay, well, since nothing is sacred anymore and people just want to ruin my life, we're gonna check out this Super Nintendo bootleg cartridge. The Super 54-in-1 Super SNES Mootil games. All written in basic Calibri font. I mean, come on, at least use Times New Roman. Have some respect for the American education system. Made in Japan, USA. So I guess let's check this thing out and see if it's going to be the crap we all know it's going to be. I mean, hey, it costs $65. Who the heck do you think you are, the Gamer Zone? I'm just trying to kill time. I don't want to do this. Flubber! You see why I didn't want to start this? The title screen looks like they threw an image into Microsoft Paint and then proceeded to shrink and maximize it over and over until this pixelated nightmare came out. For those who don't know, Flubber was actually a Disney movie released in the 90s. It starred Robin Williams, who was this wacky and eccentric scientist who created this little jelly creature, known as Flubber. It was a really cute character and an overall charming movie. So, leave it to Peru, of all places, to make a bootleg Flubber game. I mean, hey, someone's gotta be happy. So we take control of adorable little Flubber and punch people with our stomachs. Yeah, why not? I mean, I've never tried it before. Maybe it's effective. The game's actually not too bad. It's a solid enough platformer with lots of charm. Flubber can even turn into a hammer. You'd be a fool if you wanted to mess with that. I don't know why I'm in a toy world, though. That's been completely unanswered. As it turns out, though, this game is actually just a reskin of an actual Super Nintendo game called Jelly Boy. It's literally exactly the same game, just with a pink main character. You can't do that! I can't just turn Sonic orange and say, hey, it's the new Crash Bandicoot game. Can I? Oh, here we go! Bam! Oh my gosh, no, that's not what I wanted! Mortal Kombat Mythologies Gold 2000. And after seeing an intro like that, we must be in for an awesome game. So the game starts up and oh. You quickly realize that this is a port/demake of the crappy Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero game on the N64! One of the biggest middle fingers to Mortal Kombat fans. Right after Masahiro Sakurai not allowing Scorpion to be in Brawl and throw a spear through Ganon's head. True story. Okay, not a true story. But yeah, the game is just a crappy port of an already super crappy game. The platforming sucks, the combat is beyond stiff and awkward. It's so laggy and pure luck if you actually manage to land a hit. Who wanted this? Be honest with me, who genuinely thought that we needed another crappy Mortal Kombat platformer? We must consult with the Elder Gods. Or just turn it off, I like that better. Angry Birds be pochen! Literally Angry Birds in Russia. Now how could I pass this up? The game is weird. It's SNES Angry Birds. So instead of controlling with touch controls, you gotta use the D-pad. It's really below average, to be honest. Or, you know what, why am I saying that? The game just flat out sucks! But I'm just more interested in the backgrounds. Like, wow, this is what Russia looks like? I never would have guessed. Play the theme song. Aladdin 2000. Now, there actually was an official Aladdin game released on the Super Nintendo, and it was genuinely a really awesome platformer, one of my childhood favorites. The Sega Genesis also got an Aladdin game that was very different from the SNES version, and that is what this game seems to be, a port of the Genesis version onto the Super Nintendo. So, let's start with the positives. Aladdin's got a sword! Now for the negatives. Literally everything else! This game is so choppy, slow, and straight up unresponsive. Like, why didn't I collect any of these apples? Doing literally anything in this game causes it to slow down. Like the game itself is saying, whoa, there's too much going on, I need to take a break. There's also ice physics, with Aladdin slip-sliding around, despite being in the sandy desert. Oh, I fell through the floor. Could be worse. I could just be playing the game normally. So this is Excuse me? Anyway, this is, Super Mario. Stop! Ugh! Super Mario War. Okay, what's this all about? Oh my god, what? What is even going on? Is that a Rasta caterpillar smoking out of a bong while sitting on a mushroom that says Frick Sonic? This is an absolute nightmare. How many drugs did you have to be on to come up with this concept? So we take control of Mario, wielding a gun, and need to shoot these floating cartridges because I guess they're causing trouble. Unlike this thing over here that we're just gonna ignore, I guess. Yoshi's also down here driving a go-kart for absolutely no reason. He doesn't hurt you, he doesn't help you, he's just down there trying his best. Hey, good for you. Level 2 has a duck. And more seizures. I'm in too deep now. I gotta beat this game. Never mind. Super Noah's Ark 3D, the most ambitious crossover of all time, where Wolfenstein meets the Bible. Noah's Ark, that story in the Bible where Noah needs to get 2 of each animal onto his boat to save them from the super flood. It's a classic story, right up there with A Tale of Two Cities and Green Eggs and Ham. This game, however, took some liberties, because instead of 2 of each animal on the boat, Noah just took in loads of goats! Hey, that rhymes. And I don't know what he did to make them angry, but they all want Noah's head on a plate! So, yeah, this is literally a first-person shooter where you take control of Noah from the Bible and need to shoot these sleeping pellets, I guess, in order to make these goats pass out. As I mentioned earlier, it's a complete reskin of Wolfenstein. Not the worst concept, honestly, just super unnecessary. Why? Yeah. Oh my god. What? Oh no, Goku? Are you feeling alright? Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball. That sounds like a seasonal dish at Panda Express. What the hell is Dragon Ball? I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. Going around beating up animal people like they're not people. Hey, I'm on your side, Coyote and Bull Person. You know what? I changed my mind. Punches for everyone! The game is a really simple and basic arcade beat-em-up. The boss for the first level is this giant pig rat alien monster. The creators of this game must have been hanging out too much with the creators of Super Mario War. So yeah, apart from the weird Microsoft Paint art style, it's a fine enough beat-em-up. Walk, punch, kick, rinse and repeat. It's just so strange. Like, why does this exist? I just hope Goku is able to get all the Dragon Balls. They sound delicious! Pocket Monster 2. 2? This is a sequel to that Super Nintendo Pokemon platformer that JonTron talked about. So apparently, that game was so good that it warranted a sequel. At least Pikachu's happy about it. The game is another side-scroller, taking control of thick, bootleg Pikachu and adventuring, collecting Pokeballs and jumping on even more ugly, bootleggy Pokemon. Like, is that supposed to be Oddish? Electrode? And don't even get me started on you, Charmander, you monster! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Apparently these Pokeballs also act as weapons. Yeah, Pikachu just throws them in this weird arc and it kills the Pokemon. Pikachu, I don't think you know how Pokeballs are supposed to work. All in all, it's a pretty subpar side-scroller. It's not awful. It's better than Hey You Pikachu for what that's worth. Okay, another Pokemon game. Pokemon Crazy Hit 2. What is going on with you? Let's hit. It's Pokemon Whack-A-Mole. Why? This has the most unnatural controls I've ever felt. These Pokemon look like they were drawn in the darkest, deepest basements in Taiwan. And there's no music, only cartoony sound effects that totally don't get annoying. Yeah, we're done here. The rest of the games on this thing are just regular old Super Nintendo games. I mainly just wanted to talk about the weird ones. The games that make you say the 25th letter of the alphabet more than ever. Why? So So that was the 54-in-1 Super SNES Mutil cart. All in all, it was pretty terrible and a huge blemish on the Super Nintendo's legacy. So thanks for ruining my childhood. At least there will always be Seiken Densetsu 3. No one can ever take that away.